And welcome to another Spiegelmom Scraps design team layout. I'm going to be using the All of Flutter set. So we've got some wood veneer pieces in there. We've got some little flower bits and all different sequins to scrap this photo of me and my best friend at 4th of July. Also today is November 1st, so it starts my new set of prompts that I have given myself. There will be a list on my Facebook group if you would like to head on over. And the prompt today is leaves. So we are going to get that in a plethora of different. We're going to be using some of the floral clusters from the Paige Evans. Oh, what's the name of this collection? Blooming Wild. So that's going to satisfy our prompt. I'm going to also use some of these charms, some of these puffy stickers. And I got to figure out which one I want to map my photo with, and then we're going to use the star paper, and I'm going to use this for the white side because I don't, even though I think this is beautiful in its own right, it's too busy for me as a pattern paper. So I learned this technique at the She Loves Color, which Spiegelmom Scraps was actually a vendor of, so you could pick up some fun things. And I just missed Jody. She was there, and I was off doing things, so I actually missed her. But this is an ode to my new friends that I met at the She Loves Color. So Jean and Jamie, who absolutely adored and loved this technique and set a mission to actually find the sequins that we were using. But we're going to go ahead and do some sewing. So before I start that, I'm going to figure out what I want to do. I need to get this cut down, the branding strips cut off, my photo trimmed a little bit, and find out which I want to mat with, which I think might do a little of both. That would kind of be cool. So we're probably going to use both of those. I'm going to get my needle and thread sewn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But head over to the Spiegelmom Scraps website. Pick yourself up some of her fun sequin mix. There's also smaller kits. But you guys, there are so many wonderful collections. And mixes of sequins. So here are just a few that I have. Don't mind the packaging is stuck in there. So we've got like Caribbean Cruise, the Girls Weekend, Dreaming of Spring, Tumbleweed, Empty Package, Road Trippin', more packaging, Farmhouse Blush, and then the Silver Stardust, which is so great for all of these techniques that you see everyone use with the sequin. So yeah, head over there, use my code, get 15% off. It's Rebecca15, and you'll get 15% off your order. Not the pre-order, but still, 15%, that's pretty good. So use that code. So give me a minute to get this sorted, and I'll be right back. Which is going to end up going over here. And I've got my sequins, which we are going to put in a fabulous little sequin dish. Pull out our wood veneer, so I only have 3 of these guys, and I'm going to make 5 lines. Got that. Need to open our charms. Pop these guys in there as well. And all of our puffies. So, premises of what we've got going on here. All I did was pop in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 holes, all at different lengths or starting points, so they're not all in the same. I'm using yellow thread because I have a yellow paper. We're going to go ahead and grab some washi just to secure that down. Okay, this is going to be the top. So we're just going to take it. We're going to start threading our sequins right on through. So we're just going to sew. Fun little patterns, clustering a lot of them together. Like that. Now, all I do to make some of these stay, so I grab my liquid adhesive, and put just a smidge drop, and then I hold that down so that that's going to hold that in place. And then some of them are going to move, and some of them are going to, you know, kind of float along there, right? Get a flower in there. Maybe. Then I'll come in with a puffy. Stick it right through there. Run it all the way down. All I want to make sure is that it's staying flat, and we're just going to run that all the way down except for one little thing. I'm off-centered. It's definitely what you want to pay attention to, so it's really good if you use something that has lines. And that's just going to come straight down. I'm going to do puffies, and I'm going to do sequins, and then eventually I'm going to pop a butterfly on there. So I'm going to do that for 5 different lines, and you honestly don't want to sit here and watch me do that. You know you don't. But that's all we do. We just come in and just put a whole bunch of them down, being careful not to stab yourself. This technique, you will stab yourself. I'm just very careful. Nobody needs blood on the video, you know what I'm saying? Let me get those on there. I'm going to come in with a deep purple. And it doesn't really matter how many you use. It's your own little combination. But Lisa Ferensky, I want to say her name was, taught this as one of her classes. I thought this was a super cool idea. Can't really pronounce her last name. I totally knew it was going to be my next sequin design team layout. You just kind of get those spread in there. And then I'm going to put a little charm on, so the whole thing off. I'm really desperately trying not to make a mess. Why is that not coming up? And this one as well. We're going to put a little dollop of glue on here. Hold that down so that it catches. Sorry, that was in my mouth. I'll put another row of sequins and I'm going to glue that one of those butterflies on, and then this strand will not have a butterfly, this strand will not, and then this is going to sit just like this. My photo is matted, and we'll get this stuck over here somewhere. I went ahead and just stressed the edges on that layer, so we will get that on there. Maybe do some fun mixed media or something over here, but let me go ahead and finish sewing, and I'll be right back. We are halfway through, and I think it's looking really good. I like the way that the colors are contrasting against the yellow background. We've got our puffies in there. I just really think this is a really cool way. You guys will have to try this. It is a little time consuming, which is why I came on and decided I would talk to you for a minute, because what I'm doing is just sitting here and just, I'm just sticking. Now I'm going from the back. You can figure out what way looks best for you. But I am trying to like stick them in the bowl so that I don't have holes in my fingers by the time this layout's done. I'm just grabbing any of them that I can. Sometimes you're really good and you can pick up more than one at a time. Sometimes they fall flying, but then you're really good. You just do this. Let me just get that stuck in there, and I just pull the string tight, pop them in, and come over and now I do have holes punched down at the bottom too, so I can kind of see how we want to stick them. Just altering puffy stickers in and out. How cool is this? I think it's just really cool. And everybody that was in that class was like seriously in love with this technique. So I recommend you give it a try. Head over to Spiegelmom Scraps, pick up some sequin packages. It's best to get ones that have a variety of sequins, and even ones that have like the fun sequins. Like what we did was a Christmas layout. So it had all kinds of like holly berries and snowflakes and just mass amounts of fun. Little teeny guys are the ones that kind of suck to pick up, but if you just kind of roll it up your, see how I'm doing that? I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just finding one and I just run it right up the side and then stick it through. So let's see if you can see what I'm doing. I find one, I get it stuck, I pull it up the side, and then I use the side of my little sequin dish here to push it and hold it with my finger. And then a nice little bunching. And just pull them all down. And just keep coming in and out with different items. As you can see, I've got so that they kind of move up and down. But I've got a butterfly here, a butterfly here. I've got a charm, a charm, a charm, a charm, a charm. And now I am gluing the charms down. So I'm going to grab another charm. You get them popped in, and with the charms, I am actually taking glue and just popping the glue down as well, and making sure that we've got our line straight-ish, because it is a little wonk. Then we just go back in and start picking up more sequins. I'm making sure that I'm picking up all the sequins from the same side, right? So I'm going in from the back on all of them, the ones that are the little cups, right? So the flat sequins, they don't really matter because you can pick them up from anywhere and they are not going to make a difference. But like I said, a little time consuming, but the end result, as you can see as it's turning right now, is really, really gorgeous. And I'm not really going for a pattern. I'm not going for any kind of specific, don't put the same like by like. As you can see, they're doubled up, they're tripled up. I'm just trying to get all different sequins and a nice little smattering. And then kind of push. This is going to end there. You want these flowers. And then I will sit there, and then we're going to take a puffy. See this color, and I am coming from the back on those as well. And I just kind of move that. And then we just go back into the back. And make sure that I don't lose any. I'm putting glue right there. I'm just grabbing some washi. Alright, oh, there we go. We've got our 3, and as you can see, so now we'll do the 4th one, and then the 5th one we'll have our other butterfly down here somewhere. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and keep working on that, and we'll be back when the sewing's done. Do some white on white splattering, and then I'll show you my finished, and this is just gloss spray. Oh, well, that was nice. Okay, that's not working. I'm just going to grab a crappy paintbrush because I'm going all in. Oh, it's very needs to be mixed up. Thought this would look really nice, little white splatters. So just tone on tone all over the background. Getting splatters all over my sequins. Keep doing that, and that's, that's where my picture is going to go. Trying to get it to the edges. Okay. I'm going to put this monstrosity over here. My little, yeah. Just dropped my cleanup caddy into the water. It's really, it's getting late. Oh. All right. That monstrosity is going to have to dry, which is fine. This over here, I'm going to put this over here, and there is the sequins. A little sewing. It's really not sewing, it's just kind of threading the sequins through. this up a little bit. So I'm going to let this dry. Here is my photo. I do have Joy on there, and I'm going to put Radiant above it, and we're going to pop that right down there in the center. We're going to let this dry for a minute, but doesn't that look so cool? I really like it on the yellow background. So I'm in love. I'm in love. I am going to do, I think if we do yellow, I think we need to do some butterfly trails, right? Come in here. We're going to do yellow. I get them on there, and I'm just dabbing it. It's kind of messy. I think we need to make them a little bit longer, but since we've got to wait for the ink to dry, we'll wait for these to dry along with it. Okay, so we've got those on there, and it is just tone on tone. This is Nouveau Drops in Crystal Drops Gloss Dandelion Yellow. So wasn't looking for it to stand out majorly, but just enough. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll come back and we will assemble this together. Guys, I'm seriously in love with the way that this layout is looking, and I love that this is all glossy. So let's trim our foam. I always use dry and liquid adhesive because sometimes my foam and my ATG don't get along. This is the Brutus Monroe Easy Squeeze, and as you can see, easy squeezy. Just gonna stick that on there. And I'm going to pop some more of this down here. Oh, I think we're almost out of this one. And bring this guy right about there. And I de-stress the edges there. And I think we got Joy, and then we're going to put True here. Title will be True Joy. So we have True Joy as our title. Oof, I am not going to lie when I tell you that I don't think I want to add anything else to this layout. Like, I really just want it to be that. But what I think we can do is come in with some yellow and just do a fancy doodle just around this side over here. So it'll be subtle along with the white. But I'm going to finish it off a little bit. But yes, that's it. That's all I want to do because I am in love with what's going on over here. Like, I really also really like this picture of me. I don't know why, but my makeup was like spot on that night. And those of you that know me in person don't always look like that. Hardly ever because I hate putting on makeup. But anyway, that's going to do it. This is so much fun. The puffies also help hold everything in so it doesn't, the sequins all don't fall down to one side. And oh my God, I am in love with this. So you guys, you have to give this a try. Let me know if you do, because I would so love to see this. But yes, head on over to Spiegelmom Scraps and pick you up some of these sequins. This is a beautiful mix, and it goes so awesome with yellow. I never would have thought that in my entirety of life, but I am super excited that I have done this. I might have to put some glue in those puffies because my lines are kind of pulling them. But I have them little butterflies. Oh my goodness, this is like the prettiest layout I've ever created in my life. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to do all the fun YouTubey things and go over to Spiegelmom Scraps. Check that out. Order yourself some sequins. Remember to use my discount code Rebecca15. And I'll see you guys later with another video. Bye.